Let's talk about it.
Ain't got nothing on you.
Let's talk about it.
Welcome to this week's episode of Let's Talk About It. We got a real good one for you today, folks. As the fall season wraps up and the winter seasons begin, we will be featuring final games and fresh starts in Pioneer athletics. I'm Rebecca Bartlemay.
And I'm Jeremy Williamson. Here's what's happening around UW-Platteville. Following a frustrating conference loss against UW-Oshkosh, the Pioneer football team got a shot at redemption this week as they handed the Blue Devils from UW-Stout a 43-10 loss.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Williamson, and I'm joined with sophomore defensive lineman Nick Kilianic and senior defensive back Devin Vance. Devin, can you tell me what it means to the team to come off of a loss against Oshkosh and come out and win so big against a team like Stout?
Like you said, coming off a big loss, we really wanted to come out here and just kind of reestablish what we do and who we are. And I think we came out and we played well in all facets of the game and got back to Pioneer football.
Good. And Nick, can you tell me how the D-line played today? It seemed like the quarterback was always under pressure. You guys were making him run around. How did the D-line play today?
Oh, the D-line played well. We got after it. Last week we really struggled with that. That was something we focused on all week, was getting after the quarterback, disrupting the ball, things that we do all season. And I credit coaching staff and everyone getting after it all week and showing up on the field.
Mm-hmm. And as far as it seemed like blitzes were in sync, you guys were playing well with the linebackers. What'd you do this week to kind of tweak what you didn't do so well last week against Oshkosh?
Really just went back to basics. The biggest thing is making sure everyone's on the same page. And at times last week, the biggest reason we given up big plays, is people weren't in the right gaps, weren't doing the right things. Hands were in the right placement. So the biggest thing was just getting back to doing what we do and playing dominant football. So.
Mm-hmm. And Devin, the defensive backs seemed like they were in sync as well today. I know John Hotchius got hurt, but how big is Brandon Johnson stepping up at the cornerback position?
Oh, that's huge for us. Anytime you can replace a great player like John with someone as talented as Brandon, it's nice to have that depth. Like you said, DBs played well today. We knew they were going to come out, try and throw the ball around the yard, so we focused all week on that, and I think we did a good job today.
Yeah. What is talk around the locker room as far as moving forward and maybe extending the season longer than just those two games?
All we can really do is focus on our next opponent and come out with 2 strong wins at the end of the season, and hopefully, the committee will be nice to us and let us in. Or otherwise, we have 2 games left, and we're going to play hard and play our way. So,
all right, I want to thank you, boys, and congratulations on a big win.
Thanks, Jeremy.
And this is Let's Talk About It, and I'm Jeremy Williamson.
The Pioneers travel to Eau Claire on Saturday to take on the Blue Golds.
The volleyball team concluded their season with losses against UW-La Crosse on Friday and UW-Eau Claire on Saturday.
I think we could have improved on that, not getting down on certain plays. If we had a string of points there where we messed up and then we needed to get out of it, bring the intensity.
The women were swept 3-0 in both of those games and finished their season losing 12 of the last 14 games. They also did not earn a single win against all 7 WIAC opponents. Head coach Deb Schulman will lose 4 of her players to graduation and as of now plans on returning 11 players from the 15 women roster.
The men's soccer team concluded their regular season on Sunday with a win over Carroll University at Pioneer Stadium 3-0. The game honored 5 special individuals as it was senior day for the Pioneers. Having won 9 of their last 12 games with 2 wins over top 10 nationally ranked opponents, the men hope to earn an at-large bid in the North region for the Division III NCAA tournament.
The women's basketball team will start their regular season in 1 week. 6-year head coach Megan Wilson boasts her youngest roster ever. With no returning seniors leading the squad, junior Megan Hartman, along with a few others, will be leading the team. Our Marquise Edmonds sat down with Megan Hartman on her thoughts of the upcoming season.
Welcome to Let's Talk About It. I am Marquise Edmonds with junior guard/forward Morgan Hartman. Morgan is on the women's basketball team, and today she will be asking some questions for us. So first off, this is your first year as a captain on the team, and being one of the oldest, how much pressure is that on you?
I don't really feel like there's a lot of pressure on me. I kind of knew my role coming in this summer and knowing that we lost 6 seniors. So just kind of knew that it's something that I was going to have to do and something I was going to have to step up and do, but it's something I really enjoy doing, and I thrive on pressure. I like a little bit of pressure because it kind of gets me going. So it's definitely something I'm okay with and something I look forward to.
That's good. That's good. Okay, going back to losing those 6 seniors, 3 of those seniors were really big roles on the team last year. How big is it that you lost those 3, and how can you fill those roles?
That's a good question. I think, losing those 3 kids and the other 3 as well, all of them were contributors. 5 of them started. So losing your whole starting lineup is something that's hard to replace the next year, and bringing in 13 new kids is a little different as well. But the kind of nice thing about it is that no one really knows what to expect from us, so there are no expectations for us this year. So I think, just working hard and doing the things we know we can do well, we'll be all right this year. And that's kind of the nice thing that no one knows about us, really.
Okay. Now going back into what you just said, having 13 new kids, freshmen, as far as recruiting, how does the freshman look this year? And I've heard you have some really big bodies in the backcourt, or front court, should I say?
Yeah, we got, like I said, we got 13 new kids. One of them was a couple of them are walk-ons. One was a junior transfer in as well. So, we're looking to do some big things here. This class is super athletic and they're good to go. I mean, obviously it's a big change from high school basketball into college. So trying to get them adjusted and working on that in practice is something we've been trying to work on and getting them ready for this season. But I think we're going to be fine. It's just finding our flow and the things that we know we can do best and implementing those.
Right. And then for the last 2 seasons, the assistant coach was Lisa Naderman. This year you have a whole new assistant coach, Alexa Tavala, I believe that's her name. What does she bring to the team, and what's the difference between her and Lisa Naderman?
Well, Lisa was really good. She did a lot. She's been with Coach Wilson for a while now in her years, and Lisa played here as well, and she was great having her around, and she was a funny person, helped you whenever you needed, did some individual work whenever you wanted to work out with her or get some extra shots up. And now Coach T, we call her, she does the same thing, very energetic, young, and can relate. She played college basketball herself, so having someone like her and BK, our graduate assistant, having those 2, and they played college as well, so having their background really helps us a lot, and then getting those individual workouts and kind of having them complement Coach Wilson as well.
Yeah, so it's always good to have someone with that
Yeah,
kind of background.
and younger. I mean, they all played, but having those 2 really almost fresh out of playing college basketball is nice.
Yeah. And then last, your expectations for the season for the team and also yourself.
Yeah. I don't, team-wise, no one in the conference really has any expectations for us. So really, we can set the bar where we want to have it. I'm sure, most teams will pick us to be at the bottom, which is fine. That's just something that we can build on this year because, we don't have any seniors. So setting the bar high and working towards that goal this year will help us out a lot. And not having any pressure on us, so to say, will help us out too, because then we can just play our game and not worry about where we need to end up this year. And then that'll hopefully lead into next year. And expectations for myself, I plan on being the leader of this team and doing things I need to do on and off the court, whether that's in the community, in the classroom, playing my best on the court, giving it my all, and leading these young kids so they're able to play to their highest level, and as a team, trying to get us going and doing well in the conference this year.
Okay. Well, I really look forward to watching you play this year. Good luck on the season, and thank you for coming.
Thank you.
I'm Marquise Edmonds, and this is Let's Talk About It.
In other Pioneer news, Ian Lemire won the WIAC Conference Championship on Saturday. It was his first conference title, despite winning the national championship last year. And that's all we have for you this week on Let's Talk About It. I'm Jeremy Williamson.
And I'm Rebecca Bartolome. We'll see you next time.